Governor Malloy must sign or veto the just-passed state budget no later than next Wednesday night.
And now he claims to have found a $1 billion mistake in that document and fears that if it becomes law, the state could face a legal and financial nightmare. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Davis joins us live tonight to sort it all out for us. Mark, good evening.
Hi, Ann and Scott. Good evening, everyone from the Hartford newsroom. A very big meeting with a bunch of big lawyers from the General Assembly and the governor just concluded over at the state capitol on this very serious issue.
The governor's state budget director says the budget passed by the Assembly has language on the hospital tax that is deeply flawed, saying, quote, the state would face hundreds of millions in penalties from CMS, that's the federal Medicaid and Medicare service, hundreds of millions in lost tax revenue from hospitals, and be on the hook for funding hundreds of millions in unreimbursed payments. The 140-member Connecticut Hospital Association tells News 8 they did agree to the language that increases the hospital tax in exchange for a new federal Medicaid reimbursement formula that would offset the cost of the tax hike. But the budget director says the Medicaid language does not comply with federal law and will result in the state being on the hook to pay the hospitals what they were promised, plus penalties from the feds, and end up not getting the tax revenue.
The governor really wants to starve the hospitals of money to force them to settle the second part of their lawsuit.
More than a year ago, the Hospital Association took the governor and the state to court seeking to have the hospital tax ruled illegal. The governor has said publicly that he would fail in his duty if he did not attempt to get the lawsuit withdrawn. Legislative leaders think the governor is threatening to hold the Medicaid application to the feds hostage.
We are not going to let the governor control the trigger because he has shown through actions and words the propensity of trying to have leverage on the hospitals to settle a case.
But the governor's office contends that is not what's going on here, that there is serious problems, there are serious problems with the language in this bill. Legislative leaders say if that truly is the case, they'll fix it. Live from the Hartford newsroom, Mark Davis, News 8.